If 5-16 looked at inverse operations and solving these for addition and subtraction, 5-17 is going to deal with solving them using multiplication and division. So it is homework time with me, obviously. Miss Billman, I'm going to give that a dozies if you are here. And of course, it's dozies can be written down with a smiley face. Number 1, this is asking the inverse operation, which is the opposite, and it wants a related equation. So this time I'm really going to pledge myself to writing the related equation. Now I'm multiplying 7 from each side, so I need to write x is equal to 35. And I'll step my game to make sure I write those equations. It would be x is equal to 5 times 7. So I divide by 8 because I do the opposite. X is equal to 40 divided by 8, and that equals 5 as an answer for x. Notice I'm not getting too tripped up with going too quickly. I find the opposite, which is multiplication, and I write x is equal to 6 multiplied by 4, which is x is equal to 24. This time I'm going to divide because that's multiplication. So I divide by 9, x is equal to 63 divided by 9, which is equal to 7. This is actually when you set up using the related equation, you know exactly what you're looking for, which is super helpful because now I'm just doing basic math in order to find it. X times 2, x is equal to 13 times 2, and so x is equal to 26. Now I need to divide. And I divide by 10. Something times 10 equals 50, and it's x is equal to 50 divided by 10, which is x is equal to 5. So let's write the equation and see what each model represents. So I'm going to call those x. You can call them y, you can call them c, whatever you want. 2x is equal to 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, I divide out the 2, and I get an answer of x is equal to 6. 3x, or 3y, whatever you pick, is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So I divide that out, and x is equal to 6. Now this says I can use any strategy I want to solve these equations. I divide it out. X is equal to the quotient of 84 and 7, which is, 84 and 12, which is 7. I multiply 8 by 16. That's 48. Carry the 4 and 12. So x equals 128. Now I need to divide by 1/5. So when I divide by a fraction, I flip it, change it, multiply. So I know this is 30 divided by 1/5, which is equal to 30 multiplied by 5 over 1. So that's 150 over 1, which is 150. This time I'm going to divide. I divide by 2.5, 20 divided by 2.5. In this next one coming up, number 13, it's actually pretty tricky because it's multiplication really. So I move my decimal point over and I get 200 because I can't have a decimal point in the outside. So how many times is 25 going to 200? It goes in there 8. So this is telling me in number 13, something divided by 6 equals 6. So I'm actually going to multiply. That's division. I know it looks weird, but that is division. So I multiply 6 by 6, and I get an answer of 36 because x is equal to 6 times 6. X is equal to 36. 36 divided by 6 equals 6. That was a mouthful. Okay, so I divided by 5/6. 5/6, when I flip it, change, and multiply by 6 over 5, which is equal to 30 over 5, which is equal to 6. Number 15, I divide by 3. 3 goes into 22.5. 22.5 on the inside. 3 goes into 22 7 times with 1 left over. 15. I bring my decimal point up, and I get a final answer of 7.5. And number 16, I'm going to multiply by 4. 17 times 4, 28, carry the 2, 68. 68 divided by 4 equals 17.